is a 1967 Chevy Camaro that's got a beautiful drivetrain in it. High horsepower 350 V8 engine. It's got an Edelbrock high-rise Holly carburetor, Edelbrock Performer aluminum headers, aluminum radiator, power steering, power disc brakes in the front, and a show quality engine compartment. The bottom of the hood paint, the firewall, engine, everything looks excellent on this, underneath the hood of this monster 67 Camaro. As far as the condition of the paint on the car, it has a beautiful shine. It's got a couple little dings, a couple scratches, stuff like that. It was done as a driver quality restoration, but the drivetrain on this car was done super professionally. It's riding on a real nice set of chrome rims, raised white letter Cooper Cobra tires. It does have a steel cowl hood. The paint on the hood is excellent. I don't see any chips or flaws, anything like that on the hood. As far as our gap goes, the gap's a little tighter in the back than it is in the front, but it's not chipping paint anywhere. So as far as the gap on the driver's side, it's nice and equal from the front to the back. You got a nice wide gap there. As far as the gap goes, the hood hinge could be moved over just a little bit more on that back, which we'll probably try to do when I get it back. That will free up that back corner a little bit. Then it'll all line up straight. As far as the grill's new, the front bumper's new, turning signal lenses and stuff like that are brand new. It's got SS350 emblems front and back. Paint on the front valance is excellent. As I mentioned, the paint on the hood, the stripes are beautiful. We do have original chrome, it looks like, on the, actually, no, maybe this is new chrome. Looks like they did do new chrome here, and it still has a little bit of the plastic on the top of it, the glue. So the windshield chrome looks really nice. It does have brand new bumpers front and rear, new wheel well trim, and also it does have the new drip rail molding as well. We put those on. As far as the paint goes, we have a paint touch up here. As I mentioned before, there's just a lot of little paint imperfections on it, but in overall condition, it's a great driver. It's got some rock chips right here in the back. No blisters anywhere here down low, very, very solid. Same thing on our rocker and our inner quarter. In front of the wheel, there's no blisters anywhere or rust damage there. Door handle looks nice and shiny, but it is not, it's not been replaced. It looks like the original, but still in good shape. There is some sandblasting, it looks like, during the restoration on the back 2/4 glass windows. So there is some little pitting on those windows there. Other than that, the wing window and the front windows are in great shape. All the felts were replaced during the restoration. Looks like they did all new rubbers, even around the windows here. That's new. New roof rail rubbers were replaced during restoration. Our top of our quarter panel lines up very nice and straight. Glass around the back window is good as well. We got some little tiny paint imperfections here. It's got some orange peel on it here and there, but a beautiful dark deep red color. I don't think this car's ever been wet sanded and buffed, so if a guy wants to make it just a little nicer on the paint, a wet sand and buff would really make it sharp. Bumper's new. It does have the rear spoiler. It's got awesome exhaust on it. Sounds nice. Tires on the back and the front are both in excellent shape. If you look up and down the sides, just a nice straight old car. New door rubbers. Corner of the door here on the passenger side is in good shape. As we look at the driver's side corners of the door, on the other side it has had some filler work on the driver's side. Passenger side is not. Door panels appear to be the original door panels. Very presentable, but not brand new. When they did the paint, they painted the top of the the dash, on top of the doors, all that stuff. They did a beautiful job. Dome lights are working on both sides. Headliner's in excellent shape. It's not saggy or wrinkly, just in great shape there. Back door panels are new, and like I said, when they painted the car, they did a beautiful job painting this matching red on the dash, top of the dash, and on the top of the doors. Back seat covers original, great shape, no rips or tears that I can see. Does have the seat belts, 2 seat belts in the back. It's got the seat belts in the front as well. B&M shifter. It's got a JVC CD player with a couple little MTX speakers up front. Very nicely done. Dash paint's beautiful. It's got a Grant GT steering wheel that's very comfortable, and all brand new carbon fiber autometer gauges. There is one hairline crack right here in the dash pad, but again, like I mentioned, it's got all new rubbers and stuff. Windows seem to seal up good. Door fits pretty good on that passenger side. We do have a couple dents, and I can see them from the back. We got a ding right here. I think it can be easily popped out by a dentless repair guy. No chip or nothing, but a ding. And we do have a couple scratches in the paint here. A chip here and a little scratch there. Other than that, I think a lot of the rest of the paint will come out just fine with a wet sand and buff. No blisters behind the rear quarter panels or over the wheel well. Looks great. We get down here way low. We have 2 blisters. One here by my finger and one right there. Other than that, from the wheels, great. Rocker panel, lower fenders, all great. As I mentioned earlier, we opened this door. It's had a little body work on this corner of this door. That seam is gone. They did a little filler work there. Door panel showing its age. It's got some stress cracks here in the top of that door panel. If a guy wants it perfect like the rest of the interior, I'd probably replace the door panel. Both front ones probably would be, if you replaced them, it'd be like new like the rest of it. Carpet's been replaced. That's in great shape. Tachometer works. I really like the Grant GT steering wheel. It's very comfortable to drive. These rubbers here on the windows, they're good and pliable still. And like I said, there's the back windows on both sides just have some pits in them. Windows go up and down really nicely, all 4 of them. The car's got 8,391 miles on it since restoration. Very comfortable. I'm a taller guy, and the seats are just super comfortable. A lot of leg room. Tack works, water temp gauge works, volt gauge works, gas gauge works. The only gauge that's not working is the oil pressure gauge is pegged way out. So oil pressure gauge isn't hooked up. We'll have to check on the sender unit when we get back. On the other thing, wipers do work. All the headlights work. Amp gauge works. We turn the headlights on, it goes down just a little bit. Heater fan works. And it got a brand new B&M shifter with a 4-speed automatic transmission. I'm assuming it's a 700 R4, but I'm not sure. I haven't run the numbers on it, but it is a 4-speed automatic, which really makes this a nice driving Camaro. I mean, power steering, power disc brakes, the steering is perfect. Like I mentioned in the ad, this car is one that you can just jump in and go. High performance, smooth shifting, great front suspension. Seems like it has a lot of torque to it. nicely. So everything on this car is working except for the oil pressure gauge and our horn. I'm going to start off in low here and just kind of go through the gears once we get it straightened out. Gear scratch right up to fourth gear. Speedometer says 110. I don't think it's going that fast, but there's your kick down. Just punched it from fourth down to third. Tons of power. I mean, this is a fun car, guys. We'll just cruise it here. We're down to 60 mile an hour. So this car's got tons of performance, high rev and small block. It's got the best of both worlds, not to mention it's comfortable, looks great, does need a wet sand and buff. Like I said, it's just a nice driver quality paint job, but this car has a look and mechanically is awesome. So we're in fourth gear right now. Does kick right now. Right back up. Speedometer's off a little bit. It shows we're doing 75. I think we're probably doing closer to 65, maybe 70. RPMs are at 2300 RPM. Car needs no steering work, in my opinion. Doesn't need an alignment. The steering's nice and tight. As far as our brakes go, disc brakes, great full pedal. Throws you back in your seat when you kick it down.